Harry, let's talk being here, leaving, coming back. What went into the processes both times?
Yeah, I think leaving for me it was a tough decision. Obviously, leaving Wake Forest, but offensively, I was kind of looking for a different opportunity. And then obviously with the coaching change and everything, with Coach Azell and Coach Dickert coming in, it was kind of a perfect fit for me coming back, especially with Azell's offense and the way he runs it, and kind of the tight end's role in it as well.
You didn't know that the opportunity you were looking for was going to be presented here.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir.
What did you like about specifically the way they use tight ends here?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing is they kind of use them in every facet of the game, not just strictly run blocking or pass game. It's kind of everything in little ways and ways we can create mismatches across the field for us and to make up plays for the other 10 on the field as well on offense. So yeah.
You have a unique perspective of how different things are here compared to the previous staff. What have you noticed over the last 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely a lot different. This camp's been a lot different. The practices, they're intense. We're flying around out here, and I think the biggest thing I'd just say is the energy that's brought into the building each and every day. I mean, it's contagious. You can feel it as soon as you walk in early mornings, and it stays out. It stays here through the late nights that we spend here, in the film room and stuff like that. So I'd say the energy for sure.
You gotten tired of playing against Wake's defense yet?
I wouldn't say tired. I mean, I'd say iron sharpens iron. Gabe, he's a good DN, so me and him been going at it a bit, but I think we're all kind of itching for that game one and the opportunity to put what we've been doing in practice on the field. So
does it help to kind of get into some Kennesaw State specific stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think as we're transitioning, with school starting next week and into game prep, I think everyone's just, chomping at the bit to get going, and it's exciting. And once you can kind of zone in on what opponent you're on, now that we're focusing on week one, it's making things a lot smoother and, ready to go.
Made the joke a couple times, like, I want to run it by you. I've said that you studied abroad for a semester in Atlanta. Is that?
Yeah, that's what my dad said. That you studied abroad. You did a semester in Atlanta and then came back. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick, so I feel like I've kind of been here pretty near my whole time. Took a little hiatus, semester abroad, but yeah.
You've been excited to get into some actual Kennesaw State stuff instead of playing against Wake's defense for all 3 weeks of fall camp?
No, most definitely. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, it's been taking, almost forever, but, it's the process day by day. I'm excited to finally, get into Kennesaw.
What's been different about this? Fall camp ended. Whatever your definition of the end of fall camp is. It's over, but what was different about this fall camp than the ones you've previously been here for?
I would definitely say the schedule is more sporadic. I feel like last year was more consistent. You're more routine. But this year, it was more it was kind of detailed around our games we're gonna have in the fall. So we just kind of all of our practices were spread out a little bit. So we have in the morning, because we're a morning team. Then we have in the afternoon and at night, just to kind of almost reconstruct what we're gonna experience in the fall. And I kind of like that a lot. So it made the fall camp go by a lot faster because it was almost something new every single day. I feel like that's probably the biggest change of this fall camp than last year.
Less monotony than that?
A little bit.
What do you like about the linebacker room right now?
I love the depth. I love that, we got 4 guys, Alex coming along, so we're about to have 5 guys, being able to play, being able to, just attack each and every opponent. And so I'm excited to see, how we develop throughout this season, but I'm so excited for that depth that we have and that connection. I feel like arguably, I feel like the linebackers are closest, one of the closer rooms. But I mean, that's a little biased right there.
I feel like Gabe told us early in camp that the defensive ends were the most cohesive unit on the team. So,
well, Gabe has his opinion. I have my own opinion.
The depth, how creative, without I guess giving away the playbook, how creative can Coach Hazelton be with moving some of you guys around in different spots? There's only 2 of you in the base defense. You got 4 or 5 that can play. It doesn't have to be a 50-50 split.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think, Coach Hayes is going to be able to he's going to be able to rotate us a lot. And so we're going to be fresh. Our minds are going to be fresh. So we're not going to have as many mental errors. So we can do a lot more, kind of mess around a little bit with the fronts, mess around with the coverages a little bit, because we'll be able to think because of, we're fresh legs, we're rotating in fast, like we'll be in and out, in and out, in and out. And so I feel like, throughout a game, I'm excited to see it because, last year we didn't rotate a whole lot. I mean, we did rotate, but like it wasn't more of like, it was more drive based rather than play based. And so I'm excited to see how that change is going to, evolve and help our team this year, for sure.
Communication is a lot more important with, all right, somebody's coming in, you got to get the hell off the field.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, Coach Hayes has made it very prominent that we need to know each other's signals. So like Quincy, I'm going on to get Quincy, I'm smacking my head, like trying to get him off, or like Alec wanted to do a lawnmower, so we're cranking the lawnmower, pushing the lawnmower, so that's kind of like our signals that we know who's going in for who.
What's your signal?
I'm a cowboy hat.
Of course.
Of course. Have to stay true.
Okay, so we got you, Quincy, Alec. What's Aiden's signal?
Aiden, I think it's like this. It's going like a ski mask, or it might be two. I can't remember. It's either 2 or 1. But but we all have different signals for when we come in, so we know exactly who's going in, who's coming out.
How surprising is it for you to be entering the season with this much talent and depth at the linebacker position? This probably isn't the linebacker room you thought you were going to have on January 1st, for instance. How surprising is it to you?
I wouldn't say it's more surprising. We obviously had Quincy and Aiden last year and Branson, and they brought in Alec in the summer. I will say the way that we've developed and like we've kind of grasped, and Frank too, brought in Frank this year, the way that we kind of grasp the concept and material of Coach Hayes' like schemes. I feel like us naturally, I feel like in order to be at Wake Forest, you have to be more of like a smarter individual, and so us having that characteristic, I feel like that's allowed us to be able to create that depth because we can understand that the complex kind of system that Coach Hayes is like putting in. If that makes any sense.
How shell-shocked do you think Wake Forest fans will be when they see people subbing in and out between plays, especially on offense, right? I mean, that's something we haven't seen in years.
No, I mean, I feel like Wake Forest fans are going to be very shocked with, a few different things. I mean, obviously we got rid of the slow mesh as we've been accustomed to. So they're going to be shocked by the offense, and I feel like they're going to be shocked by the defense because, we're going to be aggressive this year. Kind of last year we kind of lost our identity, and so I feel like this year I feel like we're going to be more aggressive, and we're going to go after that quarterback. We're going to send a message to the teams like we're not here to play.
Connor might have asked a similar question earlier, so I apologize. Does it feel like we're 9 days away from kickoff?
Yes and no. Like, I feel like the excitement's slowly starting to kick in, but at the same time, it's almost like, it's been a process day by day. So like, I feel like it's been long, but it's been going by quick. It's like the days feel long. Obviously, you've heard this saying, like days go long, but like as you look back at the week goes by fast. And so I feel like, it's kind of, slowly going along, but I feel like as soon as game day hits, it's gonna, we're all gonna be excited, and we're gonna just accelerate, and we're gonna be so excited to finally, get to play against another opponent.
See, that's a Clausenism. That's a Clausenism. The days go by long.
Oh,
the days are
yeah,
long,
yeah,
but the time goes by quickly, or something like that. Yeah.
I couldn't remember exactly where that was from. So
I mean, he might have picked it up from somebody else. But that's who I associate it with.
Anything else? That's all good.
All right.